Welcome back to Time for Gardening, where we grow charm in small spaces. Today's episode is all about romantic cottage garden beds, especially tailored for tiny backyards. If you've ever dreamed of a storybook garden bursting with blooms, rustic textures, and that irresistible vintage charm, all elevated with raised bed designs, you're in the right place. Raised beds aren't just practical. They can be enchanting, helping you manage soil, add structure, and introduce layered beauty. Whether you're starting from scratch or transforming a plain patch of ground, we'll share ideas that blend romance, utility, and style. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment below with your favorite cottage-style plant. We'd love to hear how you're shaping your own dreamy garden beds. Let's dig into the magic of elevated bloom. The shape of your raised bed sets the mood. In a romantic cottage garden, opt for soft curves, oval beds, or even keyhole shapes that feel organic and intimate. These forms naturally guide movement and create cozy nooks for floral surprises. You can also use heart-shaped layouts as a whimsical touch that enhances the dreamy vibe. Raised beds in round or oval shapes soften hard lines in small backyards and give your space an inviting rhythm. Consider pairing your shapes with aged stone or reclaimed brick borders for vintage flair. This foundational choice is not just about growing, it's about storytelling. Let your bed shape be the first chapter of your garden's love letter. Nothing says cottage romance like blooms that sway and spill over with charm. Fill your raised beds with classics like foxgloves, delphiniums, sweet peas, and roses. These flowers bring vertical elegance, soft petals, and an abundance of color to your garden bed. Don't forget filler flowers like cosmos, alyssum, or forget-me-nots, which add texture and that overflowing look. Choose varieties that bloom in succession to keep the bed lively through the seasons. Cluster your flowers in odd numbers and layer heights to create a painterly effect. If space allows, tuck in fragrant herbs like lavender or thyme at the edges for an aromatic boost. Your raised bed should feel like a bouquet come to life. The material you choose for your raised beds plays a big role in the garden's aesthetic. For a romantic cottage garden, go with natural or reclaimed wood, stone, or even vintage metal troughs. Avoid modern, sleek materials. Rustic is the way to go. Aged oak, cedar, or even upcycled pallets can bring texture and charm. If you're using brick, opt for weathered or mismatched pieces for a time-worn feel. You can even whitewash wooden planks to give them that soft, dreamy patina. These materials don't just hold soil. They frame your plants like a vintage photo frame captures a memory. Think of your raised beds as part of the garden's character, not just containers. Color is everything when crafting a romantic garden, and your raised beds are no exception. Stick to soft pastel palettes like blush pinks, creamy whites, soft lavenders, and muted blues. These hues feel timeless and calming, especially when framed in rustic bed edges. Choose companion flowers that won't clash, and consider painting bed frames in pale tones if using wood. Even mulch color can influence the vibe. Opt for straw or light bark over dark mulch. The goal is to create harmony and gentleness. Your garden bed should feel like a painted dream, not a harsh contrast. Let your palette tell a soft-spoken story of floral affection. Small touches go a long way in transforming ordinary raised beds into romantic cottage statements. Consider adding antique garden tools, ornate trellises, or distressed bird cages nearby. Repurpose old window frames as backdrops, or install arched mirrors to reflect the blooms and give a sense of depth. These vintage accents don't take up planting space but add layers of character. Even an old watering can planted with trailing flowers can become a charming centerpiece. Don't forget cast iron edging, stone markers, or ceramic plant labels. Details matter. These are the jewelry of your garden bed, giving it personality and a touch of nostalgia. Tiny backyard? No problem. Go vertical with trellises, obelisks, and arches incorporated into your raised beds. These elements not only save space but also add a fairy tale feel. Train sweet peas, morning glories, or climbing roses to reach upward, creating romantic canopies. Bamboo teepees or wrought iron supports can blend seamlessly into the cottage theme. Verticality draws the eye up, giving a sense of grandeur even in small gardens. Position taller elements toward the back of the bed or use them as focal points. Your tiny space can bloom skyward with elegance and enchantment. A truly charming raised bed is not just about looks, it's also smart gardening. Use companion planting techniques to pair romantic flowers with helpful herbs and veggies. For instance, grow lavender near roses to deter pests or add basil near tomatoes for visual contrast and plant protection. Flowers like nasturtiums or calendula can both delight the eye and repel aphids. These combos bring visual richness while promoting natural health. Bonus: many herbs like chamomile or thyme also bring their own soft beauty and fragrance. Harmony in your garden bed isn't just visual, it's ecological too. Keep your romantic raised beds lively throughout the year by staggering bloom times and planning seasonal rotations. Start spring with pansies, tulips, and daffodils, followed by roses, peonies, and foxgloves for summer. Transition into asters, ornamental kale, and autumn anemones as cooler months approach. You can even decorate the beds with pine cones and evergreen clippings in winter for structure and charm. Think of your garden bed like a rotating stage. Each season brings new stars. This strategy keeps your tiny backyard romantic and engaging all year long. To enhance your garden's romantic flow, create winding paths around your raised beds. These meandering walkways invite exploration and give a sense of depth to small spaces. Use gravel, stepping stones, reclaimed brick, or wood chips to shape your path. Curve them gently around your beds to soften the layout and mimic the flow of an old English cottage garden. These paths break up space and make even a compact yard feel like a secret hideaway. Add solar lanterns or fairy lights along the edges to glow softly at dusk. Let your garden gently guide the way. As the sun sets, let your raised beds glow with magic through romantic garden lighting. Use solar-powered lanterns, string lights, or even vintage candle holders in glass cloches. Lighting highlights the textures and blooms in a whole new way. Tuck warm lights into climbing trellises or hang them from shepherd's hooks. You can also etch the beds with soft LED strips hidden beneath the frame. Add a garden bench nearby or a vintage chair painted in pastel hues to complete the ambience. These finishing touches make your garden beds feel like a living fairy tale. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through romantic cottage garden beds. We hope these raised bed ideas for tiny backyard charm have inspired you to dream bigger, even in small spaces. With thoughtful materials, graceful shapes, and soft florals, your garden can become a sanctuary of storybook charm. Let each raised bed be a love letter to nature. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing how your garden is growing. Until next time, keep blooming and stay rooted in beauty.